This thing seemingly came out of nowhere Sunday night. It's the first time I'd heard about it, and here it is right over us.
Formed over the western Gulf there off the east coast of Mexico, and just like that, almost became a hurricane before it hit northeast Mexico last night. Moved rapidly into the valley this morning. At 1 o'clock this morning, power outages were widespread across Brownsville, Harlingen, South Padre as power poles were blown down. Yeah, it was a quickly developing storm and is still a quickly moving storm. Look at this thing. Just this afternoon, it has moved from south of San Antonio into northwestern Gillespie County. At least 20 to 25 mile per hour forward movement on Tropical Storm Hermine. If you're just joining us, yes, you heard correctly. This is still a tropical storm. Very rare that we would be talking about a tropical storm here in central Texas, but had this been a hurricane, this would have been the old eye of the storm right here, located very near and just to the northwest of Fredericksburg. Tropical Storm Hermine is a minimal tropical storm right now with 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds in just a very few places around the center of the storm, and is continuing to track to the north-northwest at the present time. Very heavy rainfall. Look at these red areas there from Austin, North Austin, South Austin, southeast Travis County, down into Caldwell County, and back up into the hill country. Just some torrential downpours this afternoon. Others over there over eastern Bastrop County. And by the way, this little cell right there is one that may have produced a tornado down near Moulton just a little bit earlier. So we want you folks to keep an eye on that one. These little tropical systems that are decaying over land will very often spin up some weak tropical tornadoes. They don't tend to be very big or last very long, but they're tornadoes nonetheless and can cause damage or injury. So you got to seek shelter just like you would for any other tornado. Let me quickly put on here the current warnings. Everything that you see there in the flashing blue boxes are flash flood warnings, most of them in effect until 7:30 or later tonight. That includes Llano, Burnett, Blanco, Gillespie, and Hays County. Let me show you why we have the flash flood warnings. Let's go to the first warning weather storm profiler. Look at the rain that we have seen, and we've seen actually rain gauge totals now of more than 4 inches in parts of Blanco County and parts of Hays County. These are Doppler radar estimates, and often the Doppler will underestimate how much rain you've received when you're in a tropical environment just because it is so heavy. 3 inches of rain up and down Highway 183 all the way into Austin. We're getting some indications in west and southwest Austin of 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches in Hays County, 3 to 4 inches out here in Gillespie and in Blanco County, with lesser amounts in blue of 2 inches or less in the surrounding counties. We'll detail all that for you more a little bit later on as well. Officially in Austin, we have received 2.41 inches today at Camp Mabry, 2.33 out at the airport, and that is a record rainfall for the day. If it doesn't rain another drop in September, we have made up for August. 6.75 inches this month at Camp Mabry. Of course, a lot of that came last Thursday night in a very isolated cell, so not everyone has seen this kind of rainfall. 2.5 inches of rain at ABIA. Well, there it is. Is that not impressive? That is Tropical Storm Hermine lifting to the north-northwest across the Texas Hill Country right now. The good news is, because this storm is moving at such a good clip, we are not anticipating that we will see what we sometimes see with dying tropical systems over land, and that is the potential for devastating flooding. These things that stall out or move at 2, 3, 4 miles per hour in the middle of the night can drop 10, 12, 15 inches of rain in a short time over one area. That's not going to happen tonight. This storm has been picked up and is lifting to the north, and so it'll be well north of us moving into Oklahoma tomorrow. Yes, we may see some flash flooding, but we're not expecting a serious flood event to develop overnight. Stay tuned. Could have river floods, could have flash floods. We'll keep you updated on that possibility, but we don't think it's going to be a huge story. Okay, there it is. The coordinates of Tropical Storm Hermine. You will never see that, or very rarely see these coordinates. That puts it right over the Texas Hill Country. Winds of 40 miles per hour according to the National Hurricane Center, and moving to the north-northwest at 16 miles per hour. So because of the fast movement, our weather should improve pretty quickly tomorrow. We've got the 7-day forecast coming up for you in a minute.